Hey everyone, this is Drizzle here with with a bit more technical video, a bit more introduction video about rapid fire. So for some time, we have played together with new players, and we had some issues with the rapid fire. So we decided to make a video that explains why do you need rapid fire and how to correctly set it up. So let's get straight to it. So basically what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a new hotkey profile. So I'm gonna just show how it works out from the start, so it's easy to follow up with the steps yourself. So I'm gonna go in options, and I have my regular Jurza DS profile that I use. I have another one that if I want, I can use for ladder or what I can use for different games. But for DS, I have a specifically designed one, and you can switch up your hotkeys whenever you want, right? So it's not a problem to make a new profile. So what I'm gonna do, I make a new profile. I'm gonna call it this standard hotkeys and profile template standard. And it's gonna give me just the regular units. It's gonna give me regular controls, all as it usually is as a default settings. I click accept. I click accept, and let's go into tutorial and let's test it out. That's not what I want. I want tutorial, and it's gonna open me a sandbox. So let's quickly load the game, and I will build liberators as myself, and I will show how it looks like without rapid fire, and I will build queens as an opponent Zerg. So with rapid fire, I can win the queens, but queens are gonna win liberators if there is no rapid fire but the default setting. And I'm gonna be using T2 liberators. So let's do the basics. Okay, we have the basics ready. That should be plenty enough. So currently I don't have any rapid fire set up. And let me pull up a keylogger. I'm just gonna put it right here for a moment. And as you can see, the rapid fire doesn't work. So currently I don't have it set it up. And the liberators are sieging by default. And as you can see, queens are winning the liberators. So currently while the game is going, I can do it already here. I can go in options. I can go in hotkeys. I open Terran and I open Liberator hotkeys here, and I can see which ones it is. E is for siege and D is for unsiege. So after that, what I do, let's go to global. Let's open unit management. And here we have choose ability or IE target. So basically, sieging Liberator is a unit ability, and currently it's with a left mouse click. So what we do, we click on it, we add alternative. Let's add alternative E. That is what Terran had as a Liberator siege. Click accept. Okay, accept, return to the game. I select my Liberators, and the rapid fire is working. As you can see here, I can easily siege with the rapid fire. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take half of those Liberators and put it here in the corner. And I put another 8 on this side. And I'm gonna micro only this side, and this one is gonna go default. And you can see the difference how far they are sieging. And these are tier 2 libs, so without any range range upgrade. So you can see how big is the difference between where the libs are sieging. And with the rapid fire, you can quickly siege your libs, and you can siege even on the empty spot. And as you can see by the mouse, it sieges where the center is, although the siege range depends where the unit are. And usually it allows to siege a bit quicker with the rapid fire. I still have all my liberators alive, but as you can see, the default libs that are on the left side are all walking in their deaths. Because they're sieging, the center is sieging on the top of in the center of unit, while I can siege on the side of it. So that should demonstrate the difference between rapid fire siege liberator and default. So in the high level of these games, everybody is using rapid fire as a standard way of how you siege liberators. So one thing that you can do here as well, since we currently have rapid fire set up on a hotkey E, what we can do in the hotkeys when we are playing like multiple races, we play Terran, we play Zerg with Protoss. For example, which unit else do we need rapid fire for? Let's take, for example, Ravagers. And currently the unit is set on C. So there's two ways how we can do it. One way is we can move the C to E, so we could have enable rapid fire position, or we can add additional key C as a rapid key. How I usually do it, and some people prefer it too, basically every unit that I need to micro, I move it to E, so I don't need to think myself, okay, which unit, which hotkey. I always know that E is my ability hotkey that I can use. So for example, I use it for Ravagers. Okay, let's go and select Disruptors too. Let's click E. And for Disruptors, not always you want to use rapid fire, sometimes you want to use single target. So you can add alternative and keep it as V. That should be fine. V or W, whichever you prefer. That is that. Let's go, and what else unit do we need? Which unit else do we need to micro? We need to micro Reapers. So we select Reapers and click on E. And we need to select turrets. So turrets you can move to E as well. And nothing else that I remember. And we need to move as well Vipers. So Vipers are kind of iffy. So you can use it, you cannot. It's up to you. It's depends how is your style. I usually do it, and I'll add alternative as well. So that is that. So basically, what it does now, I can take Protoss, and I can build Disruptors. And rapid fire should now be on E as a hotkey, and it should work just fine if I use rapid fire for disruptors, which is beneficial if you want to kill the cannon or if you want to kill the base. Disruptors are the best unit to do it. So we select our disruptors, we hotkey them on a group, we disable the F3 menu because that's usually the default how we play 3v3 or 1 versus, depends on the style, but usually we disable it. And then we can rapid fire if we want. It's a bit less effective, but at least it's an ability. So for a lot of units, it's important to set up the hotkeys in a way that rapid fire can be used for them. So that is regarding the primary key E. But there's another thing, right? What happens if you want to move your army back and forth, or you're playing zealots and you're playing zerglings and you need to purchase them very, very fast? So one thing that we do, we usually select multiple hotkey keys. But the thing is, when we are trying to add additional hotkey here, so there's no option to add alternative hotkeys. Like for example, we could add T to move our units. We could add Q to purchase rapidly links, marines, and zealots. So there's a trick that needs to be done. So basically, what the trick is, let me Let me select different view. I'm gonna open, let's take this one out. And let's move this one over here. So basically what you can do here, I saved my hotkey as profile as DS standard hotkeys. So what we can do now, we go back to our Windows, and in the search button we just type DS standard, and it should open our hotkey profile, which is the text file. So what we can do, we open file location, and we open the file open. We can see the hotkeys target, choose, left mouse, and E was already set up here. So what we can do here, we can add additional keys. So for example, Q and T. This is what I have selected. You can add as much as you want, but usually not more than these ones are fine. We leave it as it is. We don't add any commas, and we click save. Then we go back to the Starcraft game. We go back to the Starcraft game. We put the keylogger back where it was. We go in options. And now let's open hotkeys. Let's switch to what I had before. Accept. Let's switch to the new one. So it should load the text file in. Accept. Let's go in our hotkeys. And now we have left mouse, we have E, we have Q, and we have T. So let's get back in the game and let's see what kind of a difference it is. So I added unit movement and I added unit purchase. Let's load in the game. So currently I have Q as a rapid fire too. So basically before I had to buy Marines individually, but now using rapid fire key, I can just purchase them in mass just by holding the key. And this is very beneficial, especially when you have like units like Zerglings that it's 20 minerals per purchase, so you have to click a lot. So that's not really gonna happen if you are not having rapid fire and you have like 5 seconds on the clock to buy your units. And then additional thing what we can do here is you can select our units, and using rapid fire that we already set at T, we can move all the units back very quickly. And we can spend our charges in 1 or 2 seconds. And that's the difference how regular players are playing and how pros are playing. Pros are using the hotkeys for movement and purchase, so they can increase the speed how they do, increase the gameplay speed and be more efficient. So that's it for this video. I hope it was helpful, and I hope you can set up your hotkeys now. And we'll see in your next games.